My friend Astrid was the most beautiful soul I've ever met. She was the kind of person who would do anything for her friends. And when she was with a person, she was 100% invested in them, their story, their life. When she asked how someone was feeling, she genuinely meant it. She was the friend who made me want to be the best version of myself. A friend I would do anything for, even if it meant leaving my comfort zone far behind. That's why when she led me down a narrow path in the remote Michigan wilderness, along the vast Lake Superior, I followed her unquestioningly. I didn't remember exactly how we got there, or what came before. All I could think of were my immediate surroundings, the lapping of the waves against the distant shore, the cry of the gulls circling for fish, the slight chill of the August air as it weaved through the towering pines, promising an early autumn this year, but the warmth of the sun against my skin, letting the air know summer wasn't quite done playing. Most importantly, out of all of those things, I saw my beautiful companion, my best friend in the whole world, walking ahead of me, talking and laughing. There was no place else I would rather be. My heart was full. I followed her without question, not knowing or even caring where we came from, where we were going, or even what time of day it was. I was usually a meticulous planner, but the details I would fret over before a trip simply did not matter. I couldn't help but notice how lovely she looked. I mean, she was always radiant, but this time she was simply ethereal, unnatural almost. Her wavy brown hair fell gracefully to her lower back, emitting a soft glow I assume was from the sun. She was in her best hiking outfit, REI pants, keen boots, and an LL Bean wicking shirt. She even wore the bright red scarf I made her for Christmas this past year. I noticed her boots made no sounds as she walked, making her look as if she were floating. A fairy princess leading me into the mystical forest. I laughed aloud at the thought, the sound stopping her abruptly. She turned to face me with a questioning look. "Where are you taking me, dear?" I asked. She pressed her finger to her lips, urging me to be silent, then pointing ahead of us to where the trail broke through the trees, leading to a cliff overlook. I walked ahead, and as I got closer to the cliff, the blissful feeling I had throughout our journey turned into a bitter coldness within my heart. I stopped just shy of the cliff, not wanting to go any farther. For some reason, I was afraid to look over the edge. I felt something ice cold on my shoulder. It was her hand. She squeezed reassuringly, urging me to go forth. When I got to the edge, I felt a gust of cool air whip my face. As I squinted my eyes for a better look, a flash of bright red appeared in the lower edge of my vision. My heart was pounding. I looked down, and there it was, the scarf I made Astrid for Christmas last year. The one she was wearing. But how? I turned around and she was nowhere in sight. I stepped back into the woods. The path we walked turned out to be more of a makeshift footpath, or deer path. I frantically tried to retrace my steps. I didn't get too far when I saw a group of individuals in neon vests, walking side by side. It looked as if they were combing the forest. I looked down at my own clothes to find I was wearing a similar vest. As if a spell were broken, I realized why I was here, out in the woods. Astrid had gone missing last week after a solo hiking trip. I managed to tell the police where her scarf was. Sure enough, her body was found in the lake shortly after a boat was dispatched to the bottom of the cliff. The most wonderful day in my life spent with my favorite person ended with me losing her forever.